Hi, what's up YouTube? Today we're going to be cooking some collard greens. If you want to check out the full recipe, I have it in the description below. But all we're going to need to get this started is a nice sized pot. You're going to need 3 jalapeños, sea salt, brown sugar, black pepper, thyme, onion, garlic, vinegar, chicken broth. Get your smoked pork hocks, smoked pork neck bones, and 2 bags of collard greens that are shredded. And each one of these bags is 2 pounds, so you need a total of 4 pounds. So we'll go ahead and get this started. Alright, step 1, you're going to need 1 cup of vinegar, ½ cup plus 1 tablespoon of sugar, 8 cups of water, 1 onion, 10 cloves of garlic that's minced, 3½ teaspoons of salt, 1 teaspoon of black pepper, 3 jalapeños, and 1 teaspoon of thyme. And this is what it's going to look like whenever you're all done. Here are most of the ingredients. And I'm going to add 2 cups of water, and each of these is 3 cups of chicken broth. So I've got 6 cups total of chicken broth and 2 cups to make a total of 8 cups of total broth. And I have 1 cup of vinegar. So I'm going to add this in here. And what you want to do is you want to crank it up on high and then bring it down to a simmer. Alright, now for step 2. We're going to bring the pot to a boil. Okay, the meat's already been added, and all we want to do is make sure that it's just simmering. We have the timer set to 1 hour and 3 minutes have already gone by. And make sure that you put a lid on top of the pot. Okay, so in step 3, we're going to go ahead and remove all the meat from the bone, which I already did. So here are all the bones. They should pretty much want to fall off the bone there, so the meat is not really tender, but it should almost want to fall apart. And I'm going to go ahead and put these 2 pieces of ham mock into the pot because there's a lot of smoked flavor in the fat and there's some meat still in there. So I'm going to go ahead and put all this back into the pot and go ahead and add the 2 bags of shredded collards. Before you put the collard greens in the pot, make sure that you take the jalapeños out to prevent them from rupturing while you're mixing things around, and you can always add them in there later on. Alright, collard greens are in, and I want you to remember this pot. This is what 4 pounds of collard greens looks like, and you're going to see this thing shrink down. After you've added the collard greens and the meat back into the pot, make sure that you set your timer again for another hour. And then you can kind of check on it and make sure it's just simmering. Every couple of minutes, try to give the pot a nice little stir around so you can get all those nice flavors from the meat infused into the greens. Okay, an hour later, the greens are all cooked. The last and final step is the 5th step, which is to do the taste test. And so here you're just going to check the meat to make sure it's nice and tender, check the greens to make sure they're not too soft and not too crunchy, and then check the broth to make sure that it has some really good flavor. And if it did lose flavor because of the greens being added to it, you can always add any kind of seasoning to satisfy your palate. So you can add like seasoned salt, accent, black peppercorn, whatever you'd like to give it some more flavor. But this recipe should give you a nice little foundation. So if you enjoyed this video, please hit that like button, comment below. You can even share your recipe if you'd like, and share this video with someone that could use this recipe, and be sure to subscribe. And as always, thank you all for watching. This is just a quick recap of what we did today, cooking the collard greens. If you all like to modify this recipe, then feel free to do so, but at least you have this basic recipe for future reference.